I'm starting to see a change. I'm starting to see a change, a slow change with a lot of modern women. It's slow, but it's gradually changing. A lot of them done changed their claim to fame. They don't want to be boss babes. They don't want to be baddies. They want to be booed up. They want to be wifed. They turn the leaf. They want to be submissive somewhat. Small but gradual. Small. Very small. But enough for me to notice. I'm seeing it on the internet from other from different various amounts of outlets of these women. I don't know if they tired. They want to change. They had this moral epiphany and they said, I don't need to be no boss lady, no boss babe. I want to do the right thing. I want to meet somebody that really like me for me, and maybe that can manifest into a long-term relationship. Who knows? Maybe children. Who knows? Maybe marriage. That's what a small portion of modern women is doing. I am seeing that. But what I don't want to see is guys falling for it. I don't want to see men falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Because let me tell you one thing about women that I've noticed. You don't just wake up and have a moral epiphany. You don't just change your ways overnight. You don't just change your ways over a week, over a month, or even a year for some. It don't happen like that. What's happening is a lot of these women, looks are failing them. They're getting somewhat up there in age. The options that they once thought they had aren't options. They starting to realize that these men aren't options. These are just men that want to lay down with me. None of these men want to commit to me. So maybe men were right when they were saying options ain't just the men that you got on your phone that's willing to pull up and have some fun with you. Maybe men was right when they did say options ain't just the guys that's willing to buy you a drink and take you back to their crib. Options is actually something that's something sturdy and something I can depend on, and someone that's going to treat me right, and someone that's going to actually be with me. That's what an option is. That's what women are slowly realizing. And when they see you come in their life, they don't see love. They don't see that's that guy. They don't see he's it. They see a mark. Don't be the mark. Don't be the mark that they see that's going to turn around their misfortunes. Because that's what's happening. People don't just change like that, fellas. People don't change overnight. They don't wake up and say, I'm tired of being a slut. Woo! Now that that's out of my system, let me go find my future husband. They don't, it don't work like that. It's lies. It's lies. And if y'all don't see it, I'm going to try to help y'all see it. Because these women, they by nature, they got small attention to detail. They got small attention spans, period. So whatever is the new thing, you got women doing that just because their best friend found somebody. Real rap. They could one day be a boss girl and a whore and a slut and a fun girl. And if they wake up to a text of them, if their girlfriend saying, yeah, such and such, I really like him, I'm gonna chill, I can't go out this weekend, they will literally take all that in and try to become that. In their minds, become that. Not in real life. In their mind, oh, now I gotta find me somebody. I ain't gonna have nobody to slut it out with every Friday and Saturday night. What am I to do? What happened to that Mark that kept calling me, but I kept fleeing him? Let me call him now. Because what I'm hearing from the men is, and it's scary what I'm hearing from a lot of guys out here. It's just crazy. And these not even simps. These is regular guys thinking, well, you know, people can change. And I'm all for exchange and growth. I preach that on this channel all the time. I believe people can change in time. I believe people can grow in time. But it don't go from day by day. It don't go from Wednesday I was this way, but by Friday I'm a whole different person. For men or women, for that matter. It don't happen. It take discipline, sacrifice. It take a lot of things. I mean, I'll be all day naming all the things that it take, but that's not for this. This is for just open up your eyes. Men out here saying stuff like, yeah, you know what? She changed. She ain't like me before, but now suddenly she down for me. And getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Because these women don't want nothing to do with you. What they see is a mark. You're the safe guy. See, they wanted the hoodlum before. But now that they see this hoodlum done used me up, he done did everything to me, now I want the guy that was chasing me for months on end, and I didn't even give an inkling of attention to, and now I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to slide in his DM. I'm going to text message him. I'm going to call him. And you guys can't fall for it. Stop trying to save these women. They don't want to be saved. A lot of you guys say about some of these modern women, well, I don't know if I can withstand or stand up to what she used to. She used to being treated and fine dining and designer clothes. Let me tell y'all something about these women. They ain't used to nothing. If they doing that, they doing it for themselves. The men that they attract and the men that they used to ain't buying them a damn thing. They not. Stop letting these women create the narrative that they're used to a certain type of guy or they're used to a certain type of lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. Is some of them used to a certain type of lifestyle? Yes. But if they used to that lifestyle, it's only because they created it. Believe it or not, there's women out here that works, and they probably not making a lot of money, but they so selfish. They can buy designers and all these nice things. Now, they rent is past due. They might have an eviction notice on their door. Or they calling a bunch of people to cash app them money so their cell phone bill can stay on. But there's women out here that actually do have that type of life. They don't make enough to keep that life and keep the necessities that they need paid. But they are in these high price stores, taking these exotic trips, going to these crazy restaurants. Yeah, they doing it on their dime. Ain't no guy doing it for them. Now they'll tell you if they feel as though you're the mark, they'll tell you, oh well, if you're gonna rock with me, I'm used to men. Men ain't doing that. If anything, they giving men they money. Yes, I said it. There's actually women out here that claim the fame is men take care of me, but they taking care of men. They're providing, they're sponsoring men. They make their coin, and 30% of it go to some guy. And this ain't no high value guy. This is a below the barrel guy or average guy. I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna just say below the barrel. Average. Stop letting them create a narrative that this is what they do, and you feel as though you out of your league. You're not out of your league with none of these women. What it is if a woman is even putting that on the table that this is what she used to, she don't like you. If a woman is saying, I'm used to this and I'm used to that, even if she is used to it on her dime or whatever, she don't like you. A woman not going to lead with what you need, what you got to do with me, do for me if she likes you. None of that's going to come up. She's either going to see how you carry it. If you is that type of boy that lead like that, then cool. But if you're not, no big deal, because I really like this guy. I'm not trying to chase him away. I'm not trying to run this guy off. So anytime you run into these type of women, any woman for that matter, rule of thumb, if you meet a woman and y'all go out, or even if y'all don't go out, or through conversation, through text, and she's from the rip telling you things that she's used to and things that people usually provide for her, she really don't like you. A woman ain't gonna do that to a guy she really like, a guy she really yearn, a guy she's attracted to. She's not. I don't care what background she's from, who's in her circles, whatever. When a woman likes somebody, not saying she's going to give you all her money. I'm saying she's going to do anything in her power to not chase you away. Now, she's not going to bend over backwards or kiss your ass or nothing, because, we all grown out here. But she's going to do the things, and she's going to hold back on certain things that she think that you might find distasteful. She's not leading like that. So that's rule of thumb. Any woman that comes out from the rip or however and start naming all these things and things she wants you to do and things that she used to, she might not even say that she wants you to do it. She might just say, I'm used to such. She don't really like you, because women, when they like somebody, they want to keep that person close. They know saying these dumb things is going to chase them away. Average guy. The average guy don't want to hear about all the things what Paul did. A guy don't, even if it ain't Paul, even if she does them for herself, a guy don't want to hear about all these outlandish materialistic things, and they know it. They know it, because we logical thinkers. So they like, all right, no matter what this guy background is, he's a man at the end of the day. He don't want to hear about my frivolous, stupid turn up days and trips and yachts and or whatever the BS that they like to spill. Because they like, I'm trying to be as laid back, as mild mannered, even if it's a front. Now, obviously, if it's a front, it'll come out later. But if they just tell you that from the rip, they don't really like you. They see you as a mark. They might be somewhat attracted to you, but there's something about you that they just throwing it, because women ain't gonna throw themselves, everything about them out there to somebody that they really have invest interest in. They're not. It's just the human mind. And vice versa. I don't think men is going to do that with women either. So it's like y'all got to kind of put the shoe on the other foot sometimes. But the moral of this is, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe when these women claim, I've changed. I used to be a party girl and all that. No. That don't come out of, I ain't going to say it never comes out, but it takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of fortitude. Things have to transpire in order for a woman to go from one end of the spectrum to another. And that's just using common sense. Now, are all these women bad people? No. They just made bad choices. They put bad people around them. And they was very selfish. That's all that is. That don't mean they're going to be damned to hell or nothing. They just not ready for you. If you a real man that's on your joint, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that at all. Because one thing that us guys seems to not bring up is like, if you sex this catch, what happened to all the other guys? And their rebuttal, 9 times out of 10, is, I was single by choice. That's what they're going to say. Because that's like, I ain't been looking for no guys. I just been chilling. I've been working on me. I've been loving myself. Don't fall for that loving on self bullshit. Don't fall for that. That's the oldest trick in the book. Because they have no rebuttal for what happened to the other guys. They can't say nothing. The only thing they can say and they know is getting played out is, he was this. He was that. He was this. Damn, all these men was the problem and it wasn't you? So they can't use that as much anymore. What they do is, I chilled. I worked on myself. I had to get more in touch with myself and all that. They say that because they know it sound good, but it sound like garbage to me. Don't fall for these tricks. Don't save these women. They don't want to be saved. They are who they are. Let them be who they are, as long as it's from a distance where you not dealing with that. You exit stage left and you leave these type of women alone. I can't say this enough. It's happening. Now I ain't gonna say I'm the first to break the news. I'm not that, but I'm telling you, y'all gonna start seeing it too. These women are turning the leaf slowly but surely. Summertime gonna be over soon. They friends is getting, women are followers. So whatever they best friend, they bestie, or whoever, whatever she does, the woman usually want to lean towards. Once that friend get booed up, now I want to be booed up. I don't want to go to clubs no more. I'm a homebody. They not really these things. These are the things that they're going to use with you guys to make y'all think, I saw her on the joint. She seemed like she was a club hopper. Now she telling me this. It ain't matching. What I'm seeing on here, but what I'm seeing right in front of me ain't matching. Which one is it? Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. Or from what I heard, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, just save yourself the trouble. I'm going to preach this and do it responsibly. Fuck them and roll. That's it. That's it. If you on that type time, because I know there's a lot of single men out there, there's a lot of lonely men. Let's be real. Even though at the end of the day, y'all might not want, the prize ain't being in the relationship. Y'all lonely because y'all men and y'all got needs. If it get to that point where you like, damn, I was looking for a little peek, do that and roll. Without making it seem like you want something, let them know. Like, look, I ain't with that. I'm looking for a good time. And then that's it. If you can't do that, then they just not, all right, cool. You keep it moving. Stop falling for these pity parties and these boo-hoo is me and I just was misunderstood and I had to find my purpose. I found it now, I think, and all that. Ain't no purpose to find. What these women been doing is they've been slutting. A lot of them, not all. And they get tired of that. They start to realize that the guys that they attract or the guys that they attracts them or whatever the case may be ain't shit for the most part. So it's like now I turned the leaf and I wanna meet a regular guy and all this type stuff. Y'all ain't heard it before. I ain't speaking no fiction. This is real. It's real. It's a thing. And I'm telling you, y'all gonna slowly see it. Because if I'm seeing it just on the internet, just from seeing dialogue and just from seeing different podcasts of these women trying to do some flippity floppity shit. Wasn't you just a party girl? Stay a party girl. Stay for the streets. You know, they never want to admit that, but that's what it's called. When you're a party girl, a fun girl, you pretty much for the streets. Stay that. Oh, well, you know, I had to love on myself first. Love on what self? Bitch, what is it to love on? You hear it? What is it? Don't fall for it. I'm telling y'all. A lot of women are humbled by circumstance. They in a bind. They backed up on their rent. Circumstance is they tired of being alone. They looking for a mark. Don't be the mark. Don't be the mark. Women ain't just gathering themselves so much and just having this moral outlook on life. It don't happen that way, especially with women, modern women, especially with them, because they don't have the wherewithal to even think on those levels. A lot of them. Mind you, this video ain't to all women. It's some real good women out here. It's some real good women. They either with somebody or they in a far, far land, galaxy, far away. And when I say that, I don't mean I say that loosely. I mean, they're in their house. You're not meeting these women. They're home all day, every day. So that's why I say most, it ain't all. There's actually some good ones. But the ones that we around, that we see on the regular, they're what I just explained in this 20-minute video. Real rap. They're not. They don't have no gratitude, no mild manners, no No humbleness, no nothing. They just don't. They humble for circumstance. They'll become humble when shit hit the fan. The real them ain't nothing humble about them. They're not. Don't get the wool pulled over your eyes. None of that. Don't fall for it. Now, I'm not saying go out here and be a bastard. I'm not saying go out here and demean women and do things. Just stay in your lane and know what you're going for. Look for the signs. Look for the red flags. Look for the wordplay. They all got the same wordplay. That's going to be what they say to you. And when they say that, it's like, you don't got a moral bone in your body. How all of a sudden you got this moral compass about you? Like, let's be real here. We gonna have a good time or what? We gonna have a good time or what? Because I'm gonna treat you like everybody else treats you. What is this? What? I know a lot of you guys got that same claim of fame, that story. It seemed like when I meet a girl, they always want to just get with me. They want to be with me. They don't want me to, because they look at you as, no disrespect, but they look at you as a mark. For lack of a better term, the safe guy. You got something going on. You carry yourself a certain way. These ain't the type of men that they usually attract. The type of men that they usually attract is telling them to roll this up for me, sit back, suck this joint. I'll be back in 4 hours. I'll be back in 3 days. Let me get $200. Let me sell them food stamps. Fuck them kids, we out. These are the type of men, I just gotta be real. These are the type of men that they attract and they yearn for, believe it or not. Even though they know it's wrong, they can't help what they feel. It's the environment that they grew up in. Shit, it's the environment that we grew up in, if we being real. But that don't make it right or wrong just because that's how you was brought up. And that's all you saw, or that's all the people around you did, or maybe the people around you didn't do it. It's just in you. That's the thing, to mess with no good men. That's what they like. Stop letting them say, I'm used to this, because we see what they used to. Stop letting women say, I'm used to men that take me here. They're not used to a damn thing. If they're going there, it's on their dime or their girlfriend dime. The men ain't taking them there. We know this, so don't go for it. Just say, oh, well, damn, that's crazy. Well, I ain't doing that. And leave it alone. Exit stage left. Because for her to even put that out on Front Street, show how much she like you. Women ain't gonna put all these obstacles, especially from the rip. They ain't gonna put obstacles, period, but they might because they women. But from the rip, you've been knowing this girl 4 days and she already setting forth of what she expect out of you or what she want or what she used to. She don't like you. Because even if she thought that way, that shit would have been taken to her grave. I ain't gonna do that with him. I don't want him to disappear on me. Like, if we being real, I don't want him to become a memory. So let me not tell him about no 5-star restaurant, because I want him to stay. Common sense, right? But it ain't so common, because men fall for it all the time. Don't save these hoes. Don't save them. Let them be who they be. Don't knock them. You don't got to call them a bunch of bees and hoes. You can just fall back and leave them where they at. I'm out.